Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It has been a little while since we've had an opportunity to get out in the woods. Today is kind of rainy and I don't know, it ain't a perfect day, but it is about 30 degrees warmer than it has been. We've been kind of stuck in single digits and below zero temperatures for about 8 or 9 days. We had a little bit of snow here. I don't think at my house we had like 5 inches, but that wasn't horrible. Then we got a little bit of ice, but that wasn't what kept me out of the woods. I like to camp when it's snowing and cold and like that, but when it gets down that cold and you live in Arkansas, especially in a rural type community, there's going to be some problems. And it don't have to be because of an ice storm or a snowstorm exactly, but when it gets that cold, there's going to be issues. And we did have an issue this time. The pumps that pump the water out of the White River into the town, there was a foul up of some description. I never did hear exactly what the problem was, but anyway, they stopped pumping water. So, although we didn't have any trouble with frozen pipes or anything of that nature, still couldn't get water. So, when things like that are going on, I'm not going to leave my wife at home to fend for herself. So, I wouldn't feel right about that. But anyway, it's warmed up. They got the water problem, whatever it was, fixed enough that we have water at my house. So uh, I thought I would take today and go set up camp. I got some new stuff going on. It's a little bit of a change for us. We don't have the off-road trailer, and the topper's not on the truck. So y'all have to stay tuned to see what our camping situation is going to be like. It's just drizzly right now. It's supposed to get up to like 56 degrees today, which is a huge improvement compared to where we've been. So it's almost like summertime around here. But anyway, y'all have to stay tuned to see what I got in store for you. We are going to be camping in a tent, but it's not going to be your normal tent. We're still going to be up off the ground. But anyway, y'all hang tight. We got a little bit of a ride uh, before we get to where we're going. So when we get there, I'll bring y'all back, show you where we're going to spend the next 3 days. It is supposed to rain later tonight, tomorrow, and then I'm not sure about the next day. But at any rate, we are, we're camping, so we're gonna have some kind of weather event. It never fails, but I guess it's all about preparation, which I'm not used to. I've been camping out of my topper for so long, or the off-road trailer, that without the topper and without the trailer, I do not have all my ducks in a row for sure. I just got things thrown in the back of the truck and in the back seat back there. Looks like Beverly Hillbillies going to California, but we'll get it all figured out. We're going to have a good time no matter what. So, y'all hang tight, and I'll bring you back when we get there. All right, y'all, welcome back. We have found a spot. It's nowhere that we've ever been together or me by myself. So we have a kind of a wide open spot up there up on top of the hill. That is the very tip top of this ridge. We got a really nice view all the way around. I was just over on that hilltop you see right there. I was just over there, but I mean, they have a nice, well, a decent road through there, but not any place where I could see where it would be fit for camping. But so I came up here, and that's where we're going to light for a few days right there. You know, since we're having this big thaw and then it's rained for the last 2 days straight, everything is soaking wet. The all the wood's wet. The wood I have is wet, but we'll figure it all out. You know, everything can't be perfect, I guess. But anyway, I'm gonna walk around here just a little bit, get familiar with the area, and then I'll start setting up, and I'll show y'all what I got. All right, everybody, this is what I threw in the back of the truck for this trip. Hopefully, we have everything we need. Surely we forgot something, and as I go along, y'all be able to laugh at me for what I forgot. But anyway, I'm gonna get some. I'll probably just put my fire right about there. But anyway, I'm gonna get that wood off and then get that other stuff unloaded, and then I'll show y'all what I brought to sleep in. Y'all hang with me. I'll be right back. All right, everybody, welcome back. This is what we're working with. This is a truck bed tent that comes from a company called Hay Trip. You can find them on Amazon via their website. They have a Facebook page, Hay Trip, Heytrip. I have never used one of these. I don't know if y'all have caught any of Butch's videos over on Before It's Too Late. He has one. I think his is a Right Line brand, but I saw that and I thought, man, that's pretty cool. But you know, I've never seen one in action. So anyway, now I have one. So I've never looked inside the bag. I took it out of the box just because the boxes are bulky. But so let's see what we're working with here. I am assuming this is going to be some tent stakes, most likely. Looks like a tent stake bag to me. I do believe that's what it is. Tent stakes and guidelines. Gotta love that. Looks like some relatively healthy aluminum tent stakes and reflective guy line. That's always handy around the camp when you're creeping around in the dark middle of the night trying to find a place to use the bathroom. If you got your little headlamp on, those will shine like nobody's business. And here we have some kind of straps, and I'm just guessing that it's to strap it down to the side of the truck. Bear with me. And then, all right, sewn inside the bag, we have all the proper do's and don'ts. Talks about a campsite selection, how to store it, all the cautions. It's made out of polyester, apparently. But anyway, this particular tent is made to fit the Ford F-150 with a 5.5 foot bed. And I know when I was looking at some of their stuff on their website, they have them for Toyotas and they have them to fit the 6.5 foot beds and so on and so forth. So, but since I got 5.5 foot bed, this is what I got. So it's got a pretty tough floor in it, I'm looking at here. But anyway, we'll get to that in a little bit. And in this bag, that also comes from the company Hay Trip, is a air mattress that fits inside the bed of this truck and goes around the wheel wells. So we're going to hope that that works like it's supposed to. So let's take a look inside this bag. All right, so right off, we've got the air mattress. And it looks like it's got a user's manual in there and that kind of stuff. We have a patch kit in case you have some trouble along the way. And they also send an air pump with a 12-volt plug. So, you know, most vehicles these days have a cigarette lighter plug in them. And I have a EcoFlow power station that this will plug right into. And it also comes with several different nozzles that you may need depending on what you have. And this actually inflates and deflates your air mattress. So that's cool. I am going to set this back in the bag and let y'all get to sipping your coffee or your beer or whatever you're doing. I'm gonna get this tent set up. I'm not gonna let you watch me do it because I don't want you to laugh at me. But now I'll explain everything to you once I get it done. It's just gonna take me a while. I don't, I'm not over my shoulder problems yet, and definitely not over my knee problems yet. So I move a little slow, and even on time lapse, it would take me 2 hours to set this thing up. But anyway, I'll get back with y'all in a little bit. Hey, y'all, welcome back. So apparently, me and the folks at Hay Trip had a miscommunication in what I drive. I unloaded this entire truckload of stuff, got ready, put the whole thing out. I even read the instructions to make sure I wasn't going to screw it up. And then, sure enough, it didn't fit. And I tried and tried, reread the instructions 2 or 3 times, which is 2 or 3 times more than I ever would normally. But it just doesn't fit. So come to find out, I believe I got the one that is meant for the Toyota pickup. So back to the drawing board. I still got quite a bit of daylight left. So I'm gonna go home, get the trailer, and I'm coming back. I'm gonna come back to this spot just because I've never been here before and I like it. Although I did have one visitor come through. He didn't stop and talk to me, but it was an older couple and they just went up the hill kind of in an open spot and parked. And then they started combing all this grassy area looking for shed antlers. And he had something in his hand and it looked like a shed to me, so he must have did all right. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here, set sail back home, grab the trailer, and come on out again. So anyway, y'all stay tuned and I'll be right back. All right, everybody, welcome back. Let's shift gears and try this one more time. We got a dry place to sleep now, since the old truck tent debacle is over with. Now I have to get things set up kind of like I normally do, and then I got to unload all this junk. But I think we'll do the rooftop tent tonight, and I'll probably bring the awning off of here. Looks like it's leaning a little bit. I might need to get my level out and see just how far off we are. I don't want to be in there all crooked and messed up. But anyway, we'll probably still do our fire back over this way. But all this running around and messing with stuff that don't work has got me behind the 8 ball just a little bit. So give me a little while to get this set up and I'll get back with y'all. All right, everybody. By the magic of video, I got everything set up. You can see it kind of back there in the background. I dropped my good mic and broke it off in the back of my phone, or in the bottom of my phone. So if the audio sucks, you know what happened. But anyway, I'm going to give you all a quick tour of this deal, and then I'm going to get a fire started, and we'll go from there. All right, y'all, I got the rooftop tent set up. Let me swing by over here and get my coffee cup. There it is. All right, we got the Slumberjack awning set up in a way that I hope will give us the most room underneath but keep us dry. It's supposed to rain tonight, a little bit tomorrow, and then tomorrow night. Who knows exactly how much rain we're gonna get, but anyway. Just got a little bit of my stuff strode out there. Got a little jag of firewood. Got the makings of a fire going on here. I took my shovel and kind of scooped back what could be a potential fire hazard. Everything here is soaking wet, so I don't think it'll be a problem, but if it's close to the fire, it's obviously going to dry out at some point, and we don't want to have a fire. But anyway, here's kind of a look from back here. I tell you, this has been one heck of a day for sure. I wish we were going to be here on a decent weather day, just because it should be some beautiful sunrises here. It's a lot prettier up here when the leaves are on, but you can't see as far, so kind of drags you down. Sometimes you gotta take the bad with the good. But anyway, we're gonna make the best of it. I don't care if it rains the whole time we're here. We're gonna enjoy ourselves, and that's just the way it's gonna be. I'm starting to get hungry as hostage because I have not eaten all day. So I'm gonna get y'all over on a tripod and get this fire going and try to get some of this wood dried out so we can have a fire. And then we're gonna think about cooking something. So y'all stay tuned and we'll get this fire going. All right, everybody, let's see if we can get this fire rolling here. Got dealing with a lot of wet stuff. It took about 20 times longer than I wanted it to. Now, this cedar should catch up pretty good. That's the one thing in this pile of mess. It is dry. There we go. Now we're cooking, kids. All right, now that we got that fire blazing, I'm gonna go ahead and try to figure out something for supper, something easy. Anyway, y'all stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's finally starting to drizzle some. I don't know when it's really supposed to start raining hard, but it's getting relatively late. I didn't cook anything special for supper. I just had that deer sausage and crackers, which was enough. Like I said, it's starting to drizzle, so I've been sitting over there by the fire for a good long time, just enjoying it, hearing the coyotes howling out there and the hoot owls and stuff. But I'm really just wore out from like I had a pretty long physical therapy session this morning, and loading and unloading that truck a couple times was kind of taking it out of me. So I think I'm gonna call it a night, climb up in the nature's nest and get me a little sleep. And I guess I'll see y'all out here for coffee in the morning. Good morning, boys and girls. It is about, I don't know, a little after 5, I guess. And we had a seriously heavy, I don't know if it's the fog or what, but condensation has covered everything. Everything here on the table, up in the tent, everywhere. Condensation is a definite problem this morning. It's pretty warm out. I don't know what the temperature is, to be honest with you, but it's pretty warm. But man, when I got up, everything was just wet, and not from rain. I mean, it sprinkled at a pretty good pace all night, but none of this stuff leaks. This tarp doesn't leak, my tent doesn't leak, but there's condensation everywhere. Must be from the temperature change, I guess. But anyway, got up and got the coffee rolling here, and it's about done, so I'm gonna turn it off. It's been percolating for about 4 or 5 minutes. I'm gonna let that settle for a minute. I'm gonna put a little water down the spout there to make any wayward grounds go on down to the bottom. I couldn't believe that how damp everything was when I got up. I don't remember seeing this before, but I could be wrong. My memory's not too good anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna have 1 cup of coffee before I start breakfast. I'm gonna put this cool water in there. That's gonna make all those wayward grounds go on to the bottom. Man, can't believe how damp everything is. Not really damp, it's wet. Excuse me. Yeah, everything is wet. I didn't run any heat last night in my tent. I'm sure that has a lot to do with all the condensation buildup in there, but there wasn't really any need. Matter of fact, I slept with the windows open. I slept in a 0-degree sleeping bag, so I was overly warm, but it was a very comfortable night for sure. All right, first cup of coffee. All right, boys and girls, I'm gonna sit around here and drink this coffee for a little bit, and then we'll get some breakfast going. I'll see y'all then. All right, good morning, campers. Just want to give y'all an idea what this joint looks like first thing in the morning with the heavy fog we're working with. It's just getting daylight enough to see much of anything. Got my fire blazing there. And there's my big top. It's supposed to be all this drizzle and stuff supposed to stop here before too long, I think. But it's just getting light enough now. I've just been sitting around the fire drinking coffee, but starting to get a little hungry, so I'll scrape up something for breakfast this morning. I've got a few things in there, but they got these pork chops been marinating. I should probably cook them. I don't want them to go bad on me, but I didn't feel much like cooking anything last night, so I just had that deer sausage, but I should probably set them pork chops on fire this morning. Matter of fact, I should probably grill them right there. Tell you what, y'all give me a few minutes to get my act together here, and I'll get that grill over the fire, and we'll just have some grilled pork chops and eggs for breakfast this morning. Y'all stay tuned, and we'll see how it turns out. All right, y'all, let's see if we can get these pork chops burned to a crisp here. Set the coffee down there where I can get it turned over easier. Ooh, look in here. I really didn't want to get that all over my fingers. I didn't leave myself much choice. These have been marinating since yesterday afternoon. So it should be good. Y'all hang out there and talk amongst yourselves while I go clean my hands up. Got me right in the mix here. Lord have mercy. I don't really know. I don't remember what kind of marinade that was. Something good, garlic and something or other. but I'm sure it's got to be good. Excuse me. It's quite dreary out here this morning. All the fog, heavy fog hanging, dripping, and it's just nasty. Well, I tell you, this meat flipper I got from Pandora's Forge, this thing is so handy. I feel like I need 2 or 3 more of them. I feel like everybody should have one. So y'all should get in touch with them on Facebook, or they have a website too. Go on there and check them out. I'll have to turn these quite a lot. I got my grill sitting right on the fire, so they may turn out a little bit charcoal, but that'll be fine. We don't care. Whoa. Hey, I have been about as lazy this morning as one person could be. It took me about 3 forevers to get my fire started because it was a real heavy drizzle and everything out here is soaking wet. And I didn't really, I should have, well, everything was wet yesterday too, but I was about to say I should have set some small twigs and tinder aside underneath the awning, but it wouldn't have done any good because it was wet. But I had a bigger struggle this morning lighting the fire than I did yesterday. Yesterday it wasn't so bad, but this morning, that grass over there is where I got my tinder yesterday for starting the fire. It was much wetter this morning. So glad that terrible cold snap we was having is over. You know, here in Arkansas, we get a little bit of snow every year. It does get relatively cold for the south, but when we start getting down into the single digits and the below zeros, it really causes us a lot of problems. We're not set up for that kind of cold. And when it does happen, it doesn't it usually doesn't last long. If it only lasts for a day or two, we're usually in pretty good shape, but when it lasts a week or more, there's gonna be problems every year. You know, it was strange because our governor called out the National Guard for, and I think at my house, I think we had 5 inches of snow, and it was below zero in the nighttime. In the daytime, it was, relatively warm most of the time, but yeah, they had the National Guard out. It seemed a little bit uncalled for, but that might be why I'm not in charge of anything. I guess in my mind, I associate the National Guard with the regular Army. So, I'm not quite sure what they could do about cold weather and 5 inches of snow, but not my business, I guess. I think they ended up bringing some water to our little county because our water pumps went down. So I guess they did have a mission chops are looking good. And I'm not sharing any with y'all at all. They're mine. Probably bored y'all long enough with my pork chop cooking, so I'm gonna let y'all go for a bit. I'm gonna finish these pork chops up, scramble me some eggs. I might bring y'all back for the egg scrambling, but at any rate, I'll see y'all in the kitchen in a few minutes. Alright, kids, what was just a nuisance drizzle has become a rain. I'm laying on my pork chop cooking, but I ain't happy, see? I ain't gonna do it. So, had to break out the raincoat. This way we're gonna get this mission accomplished. Then we're gonna get on some eggs. So, y'all hang with me. I'll put the stool back over here in the dry. Alright, kids. The pork chops are over there out in the rain, chilling on the grill, staying warm. Now I'm going to get some eggs going in here. There, I'm ready. Let's get it heat up a second. Y'all see what we got going. Woo-hoo-hoo! Boy, I like to pay the price, didn't I? Anyway, get that all ready to go. Got the eggs cooking. I'll finish cooking these bad boys, and I'll let y'all know how it turned out. Hey everybody, welcome back. It finally stopped raining. It's about 1:45 in the afternoon. It rained hard. I'm talking about gully washing hard. Right after breakfast, or actually right after I got those pork chops off that grill, it started raining. Got cold, wind picked up. So I checked the forecast on my phone, and it said it was supposed to stop raining somewhere between 1 and 2. So I thought, well, I'll just climb up in that rooftop tent, take me a little nap, and wait on the rain to stop, because everything around here was just soaked from that condensation and then the ongoing rain. So that's what I did. I went up there and started to watch a little gun smoke on my phone, and then drifted off, and then I woke up and I could tell the rain was starting to slack up. So at any rate, I've been dealing with the fire for about, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes. Everything's soaking wet, but it's going good now. I'm heating my coffee back up from this morning. I still have plenty left in the pot. I have 2 kitchen boxes. I call them chuck boxes, just full of anything you think you might need camping and cooking. But they're both in such a mess. I had them separated at one time. I had kept one in my truck and then one in the trailer. But somehow everything got cattywampus and cross-figured, and half the time I don't have all the stuff I want in one box and get way more stuff in the other one. So today, since it's nice and warm now, I think it's 50, it's in the high 50s. It ain't quite 60 yet, but it's plenty warm. But I'm gonna go through those boxes and separate them. I'm not gonna do the exact same stuff in each box. I'm going to do all cast iron, utensils, things like that in one box, and then food related stuff in the other. I got flour and cornmeal and just different stuff. Anything related to the food itself is going to be in one box, and all the utensils will be in the other box. And if I happen to go camping without the trailer, I'll just slide the box in the truck and away I go. But anyway, so that's my next mission. I'm gonna drink a little bit of this coffee and get on that, and then we'll think about what to eat for lunch. I have some hot links in there I'm thinking about, so maybe I'll cook those when that fire gets going good. Maybe I'll cook those over the fire or something. But anyway, I'm gonna start on these boxes, and then I'll see y'all in a little bit. Hey everybody, welcome back. Just trying to cook a few things here before it decides to rain on me again. You know, I don't normally cook this much at one go round, but I figured I better get in front of it because I really wanted to cook everything over the fire this trip. But you know, the way that rain got on me this morning, I could see where that might be a problem later. So I opted out. Thought I would, since it's nice and warm and not raining all over me, I would go ahead and cook up some stuff and just be ahead of the game. If I happen to need to reheat it, I can always do that on the cold one. Food always just tastes better when it's done over the fire. Hey everybody, I just wanted to share this sunset with y'all. I don't know how good the camera's gonna pick it up, but from where I'm standing, it's really pretty. And back off to the south, there's some blue skies, and you know, everything is nice over there. But if we turn back to the north, we got that front coming in, and it looks to be moving relatively fast. You know, I didn't even notice it coming over the mountain until just a few minutes ago. I looked over there and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. But anyway, that's probably gonna come on over here and rain on my parade where I can't sit around my fire tonight. So if that happens, it's probably gonna be an early night for the kid. Because I'm not interested in sitting out here in the rain again like I did last night. But anyway, supper was good. The hamburgers turned out good. Them hot links, they're always good. Can't hardly mess them up. But anyway, I just want to give y'all an update on how things were going around the camp here. I did get my kitchen boxes straightened around and got all food type things in one box and utensils and different things in the other box. So it makes life a lot easier when you're trying to find something, for sure. Now, I cannot say how long I will be able to keep things separated, but we will see. Anyway, if the weather goes around me or moves elsewhere, I'm going to spend some time around this fire tonight. Since I'm going home at some point tomorrow, I got plenty of wood. If you know, if I'm able to sit around the fire, it's still fairly warm. It's about 55 degrees. I haven't started searching for my jacket yet, but it probably ain't too far off. The closer that cloud cover gets, the cooler it's beginning to get, or beginning to feel anyway. But hopefully, the last time I looked, we weren't really calling for storms, it just rain. So I don't know. I'd prefer it all to go around me, because it's, when I sit out here in the rain for very long and then I have to pack everything up when it's wet, when I go home I have to get it all back out again so it doesn't get all mildewy. So that tent up there, when it's soaking wet and you fold it all down, guess what? You fold all that wet stuff right inside. There's no way around it. So we all know that everywhere I camp, it rains on me. So I'm thinking what I might do to help me out is the last time I camped in the rain with it, when I went home, I opened it all up like that and then put my diesel heater up to it to dry it all out. But I don't know that I'm always going to be able to do that. So I'm thinking if I get a tarp about the same size as the mattress in there, and when I'm done and get all my stuff out, I lay that tarp down, and then I can fold the sides in on that tarp. That way none of the moisture is ever making it to the mattress. The mattress doesn't really hold water, I guess, but it does get damp when you fold them sides in, if it's been raining. So I don't know. I'm learning as I go. I've not had a rooftop tent before, so it's brand new to me. But anyway, that's what I have on my plans for this evening. Some fire sitting if it don't rain, and if it does rain, I'll probably be up in that tent watching TV on my phone, I guess. Or I did bring my iPad. I guess I could watch it on my iPad. Won't have to strain my little eyes so much. But anyway, it has been a relatively good day. I had a good nap through the last part of the rain, and then it really got nice outside. It warmed up to right about 60, and the sun was out. I cannot complain. Had good supper, had a good breakfast this morning. I gotta say, life's treating me pretty good right about now. But anyway, I'm gonna I'll let y'all know if I end up calling it quits and going up to the tent. But if not, I'll bring y'all back. We'll sit around the fire for a little bit. Hey, good morning, y'all. It is time to get a little spam on the fire here. Got my coffee going over there on the Fire Maple Titanium cooking system. Woo. Smell that swizzle. I believe I'm a little too close to the smoke, kids. Burning my eyes. Had a pretty good night's sleep last night. Wasn't bad. It didn't rain at all. It did get quite a bit cooler. It's pretty chilly out this morning, but I think it's going to warm on up here for too long. But I hope it is anyway. Oh. Yeah. The old spam. Let's see if I got something to turn it with. Got me a glove over here in case I got to handle that skillet at all. This old skillet's pretty hot, so. Shouldn't take long to do a number on this spam. There we go. Skillet getting a little more cattywampus as time goes on. I need to put another stick of wood over there under my coffee pot. There we go. that bad boy going like we need it to. Let's see if I can change this up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Put the fire right on that handle where I can't pick it up when I need to. How about that? I think that all the way through here. Oh. I just about had something good to laugh at me about this morning. I got to do better than this. Aha! Got right straight to the bottom of that deal, didn't we? Ooh. Yeah, now we're doing it. All right, well, I got my... Y'all see that cherry try to buck me out? Goodness gracious. Man can't have nothing around here. Can't be too careful. Well, the craziest thing, I was sitting around the fire this morning and it was still dark out. And I heard something sound like it was clicking. I looked over there and I couldn't see anything, so I turned my headlight on and there was a rabbit. He was coming right up to my fire. He wasn't dressed for dinner though. But if he'd hung out much longer, he would have got dressed for dinner. I couldn't believe he was that bold. He must have been cold like I was. I don't think I'll probably take that blooper, that cherry blooper out of this reel. That's kind of funny. I don't really eat a lot of Spam, but when I was grocery shopping for this trip, I saw that they had, you know, a normal sized can of Spam about that tall. Well, this one's only about half of that, and it was about half the price, which, you know, for something that most people won't even eat, that Spam is sure high priced. You know, they're kind of proud of it for what it is. But anyway, I figured, you know, half a can, that's about what one person would eat anyway, so I figured I'd give it a shot. It's cooking up nicely. It's nice when the weather's cool and you can get right down by the fire like this and it not be too hot on you, you know. Hey everybody, I am slowly getting everything packed up. You know, when it's time to go home, it's hard to find the motivation to want to leave. And I really could stay another day, but that would just end up with a video so long nobody would want to watch it. But anyway, I'm just going to be home a few days and then I'll be back at it. in another spot. Hopefully we can find one even better than this. But this one was been treating us pretty good. But anyway, I'm slowly getting it all torn down and put back together in between sips of coffee and stirring the fire up. But the spam and eggs turned out really well this morning. It was good. And I was going to stay and go ahead and cook lunch too, but I figure I better go ahead and get this stuff packed up and start heading to the house. I'm not sure if my wife's got anything planned for today. I'm pretty sure I told her I was going to be home today, so she'll be looking for me for long. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon now, so I guess I better get a move on. So we're going to call this video done, and I hope y'all enjoyed it half as much as I did, and I'll see you on the next one.